liquid metal.
Is that hot?
A little bit.
It looks hot. I had a cat in my chicken pen. Yeah. Just sitting there walking around chilling, laying there being
Keeping it hot until I got a mold empty. Got a little bit left in there. Stick it down in there, let it cool slowly. Okay. Yeah, I still got the ingots in there from the last batch. No, that's ingot I just took out of the one mold. Free up the mold. Counted earlier, it had 10 pounds. 9 ingots weighed up to 10 pounds. I got 10 more ingots here, so did about 19 ingots today. And they weighed hair over a pound. So good 20 pounds of copper. So, not too shabby. Hope everybody enjoyed watching that liquid metal. Now tomorrow it's going to be cold, so I'll have these in the shop and I'll buff them out on the wire wheel, clean them up a little bit. But so went through most part of the 5-gallon bucket. I'm putting roughly, I'm using these square ice cream tubs. They weigh about 4 ounces. I put it on the scale, which I don't have it zeroed out. So, you know, you usually put 4 pounds, 4 pounds, 2 ounces, something like that. So, just really just a hair, just shy of 4 pounds per batch. And I still got those 3 buckets there full of copper to do. And just gonna get it ready in here, and then I weigh it out. That bucket there doesn't have a whole lot left in it, and you can see how far that bucket sits in there. So that bucket's 3/4 full, something like that. And then that stack right there, the black ones, that's all aluminum wire. So I'll melt that with the waste oil burner. And then I got these 2 buckets of copper tubing to do later too. So, but that was another batch that I brought in. So I mainly want to get this batch done here first, and then I'll get into that batch. And then I got to clean up all these stators here and aluminum ends. So that's all really from that heat and air guy. So I'm staying busy trying to get out here and melt copper when I can. I don't remember what, a little over 200 pounds. So yeah, I did 20 pounds today. So yeah, it'd be a while. I'll be melting copper for a while. But it's a beautiful day. Nice sunny day. It's by mid-50s. Just a slight breeze blowing, as you can tell by the trees movement. So I thought, man, beautiful day to get out here and melt some copper. I've got a couple different ideas going on fixing this up where I can make this kind of a permanent melting area. I got this over here pretty well cleaned out, because what I'm wanting to do is come somewhere right in here and put a post, and then go out probably just to the right of that cabinet a little bit and put a roof over this area. I don't plan on closing it in, just leave it open here to the north, and that'll give me somewhat dry storage in here. I'll probably have to move my propane bottles somewhere, or if I keep them down there, I'll get one of those big welder tarps that have the frame, and I can stand it up there, block them off. And then another idea I have is run a 4x4 up here, and just set it back on the roof just a little bit, and then run one at the other end, and run a couple 2x6s across, kind of like I've got in here. And then come across the drive and do the same thing over there, and then put me a roof up over this, kind of like a carport, and I can park under it if I need to. But then if I want, I can come out here and set up to do this just about any time. Put a few lights under it, and I get out here day or night, as long as that north wind's not blowing. The south wind is blowing, being right here, I don't really get, the shop blocks the wind, so that's what makes it nice about right here. But I also thought, you know, if I can get that roof up right there, I can try to level that up. I don't know if you really can't tell, but from about where this heavy metal pounding surface here is to the cabinet, it probably drops 6-8 inches, something like that. Goes downhill. You can see where my tire ruts are, so I thought, you know, I could come out a little ways with the roof, and I might go down and get some of that washout from one of the cement companies and put some of the big pieces down at that end, and then fill it in with some of the other gravel and whatnot, and then maybe throw some sand over it or something, and make it fairly level. Which, for the little table I got the mold on, you can see I did a little bit of leveling there. Put a piece of unistrut under there, and had to build that up a little bit on that leg, but it got it pretty level. That metal table there, that's just a hot water tank stand, so it works good for what I'm doing. So doesn't take too long to set up. I'm just using this old trash compactor here for just a table to hold the water bucket. And then I was making those little wire biscuits for that, and I had the bucket of wire there, and I had the other bucket sitting up here where I could just set the biscuits and whatnot in there. Figured I'd quit. I got another hour of daylight probably, but the wife said she's going to be in there fixing some fish. So, but a few of the ingots, and I'll take it to the wire wheel. It'll look a whole lot better. So I'll get the ones out of the water, bring them over here in a minute, and get them out here where the breeze and the sun can dry them up a little bit. Still having a little problem with the freeze up. That one's thawed out, and that one should be there too. But what I do, it's red hot inside the furnace. I just shut it off, disconnect it, connect it to the other one, turn it back on, and it's, you know, still red hot in there, so it fires right back up. And then I try to set them in the sun to thaw them out. So I'm kind of working with 3 bottles at once. Now this one here, that's got the old style valve, so how long has that had propane in it? Since the 70s? Well, it looks like maybe somewhere around there, February of '88. Yeah, old bottle. And then this one over here, it's got the inside of the valve sticks out so far that I can't get that nipple started in there. It's way out here, so, but it's got the outer thread, so I thought, well, I can use it on the grill. But hey, I want to thank everybody for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. And I want to remind everybody about the Amazon affiliate page. There's a link in the description below the video. Hope you guys are enjoying these reviews. I know I did, what, 3 from Beam Nova. But you know, they reached out to me in an email and asked if I would do the wire stripper, and I said, yeah, sure. You know, I know you guys, a lot of people are always looking for a fairly inexpensive wire stripper. A lot of us, we don't have deep pockets. If we do, we reach down deep, and there's very little there. But and then I got looking over their Amazon page, and you know, saw a few other items, you know, like that hoist. I thought, yeah, I'd like to have that electric hoist instead of that chain hoist. So I told them I'd like to do a review on that if they would send me one. And then the can crusher. I don't know how many people crush their cans, but I hadn't been. I'd just been putting them in that cage out there and then taking it in. But then people say, why don't you crush them? Why don't you crush them? So I thought, okay, I'll get a can crusher and crush some. But I moved a bunch of stuff in here the other day before it was supposed to rain over the weekend. I got some of the stuff cleaned up. I got to get over and do some wire stripping badly. But it's supposed to be pretty cold tomorrow, so I thought, okay, well, I can fire up my little heater here and sit in front of it and strip some wire out here. So I thought I'd get out there and melt some copper today. I got a lot of other stuff to do outside, and I need to start breaking down all those furnaces and stuff like that and get them on that trailer. But I thought, well, I can do that another day. I want to try to get caught up on melting this copper. I did get out the other day and did some melting on the with the waste oil burner, and it wasn't running 100%. It was about 80–85%. A little hard to get it lit this time. But I don't know if it was just because it was cold and the oil was thick or what, but it was running better towards the end. Of course, I mixed a little more kerosene in with the mix. Put about 4 ounces in there, and they got it going pretty good, but still not 100%. So I'm going to maybe drag that in here tomorrow and clean the tip, get it cleaned up, and then maybe next week get out there and try to melt some more aluminum. But I've been melting a few ingots in here with this little electric one. All those screws there, I picked those up at an auction, and 20 years ago or so they said, oh, they're copper screws. Well, no, they're not copper. They look copper, but they're actually aluminum. So I melted some of those. I got a few aluminum ingots here that I've been kind of working on, because I've been melting stuff like this wire, and which I'll have to cut that down where it'll fit in the crucible better. I've been melting a bunch of junk like that, so I'm just making this style of ingot, because this style of ingot I'll advertise as aluminum to be stacked for people that just want to kind of stack precious metals. And that's basically what the copper is going to be for. Here's a couple I did quite some time ago. I just had them sitting up here. I might as well go ahead and move them over there. Well, yeah, I don't know. But all the ones I do for, all the ingots I make for guys that do sand casting, I'll use these ingots, because these ingots are small enough where if they do little sand casts and they have that furnace there, these ingots here will actually fit into that crucible. These other ingots won't. So I got my brick and a few other crucibles, a small one for copper, a small one for brass, and that one's for aluminum. And then but I think I was going to end this video about 5 minutes ago, so before I got rambling. So I want to just say thanks for watching, everybody, and thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you guys in the next video. So you take care, and if I don't see you before then, everybody have a great Thanksgiving. So for all you guys in the States anyway. I'm not sure when other countries celebrate theirs, but yeah, for the rest of you guys, you take care, and stay warm. And you guys in Australia, find a shade tree to work under, stay cool. Yeah, this isn't the best place to set that heater if you want to slide off. Okay, you guys take care. We'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.